Okay, people, this is going to be part 6 of the update 6, actually. I guess this is September 2nd, 2017. Okay, so squatters were destroying homes upon leaving. Here's the thing wrong with the picture, people. Squatters don't leave unless they're told. And the police or authorities or whoever are usually there to make sure that they do go. They're not going to have time to sit there and burn the place down, as what they were showing, which were, literally, flames engulfing the whole house. Now, and I hate to say so, but, if you're, let me see. And again, all this is just something I would say if somebody were to ask me, what did I think was going on? Well, based on my own experience, this is exactly what I think is going on. And if you have, well, if you've been with me through this whole update, I think we've been interrupted a few times, have we not? Let's see. I just tend to call them hall monitors, but hall monitors, mechanical birds that sound something like, mechanical birds, because they seem to make sounds like them, but very mechanical sounding and heavy. Oh, and by the way, our favorite, as it chimes in now, the all-popular helicopter. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome one now as they make a pass right over Super Bowl. I mean, no, this is just me, over me. There you go. That's a synchronicity in my favor, and I have them every day now, many times a day. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Anyway, my point is, squatters want to stay in a home as long as possible. And I don't call them squatters, I just call them, victims, because it's exactly what they are. Unless you've gotten yours, and I'll just leave it at that, gotten yours, because I know I haven't gotten mine yet. I played by their rules and I won. I did it properly. I did my 9 to 5. I did it well. While everybody else played, I studied and I worked and I saved and I did it the right way. I played by their rules and I won. And for whatever reason, either because I'm not in the family or what they think is not part of whatever, or I actually heard an authoritative figure about a week ago who used to be a former police officer hear the term too much knowledge, or knowing too much, or too much knowledge, whatever, and he didn't have a second flinch about it. And I didn't say that. It's just, I don't know what he was reading or whatever, and it wasn't about me, but I just happened to be near him. I don't know if he knew it or not, but when he said it, he didn't have any kind of a flinch about it whatsoever. Like, what's that? What would they be referring to with that? Like the normal person would. He knew. All right, so yeah. I'm sorry, people, but the people who tell me I read too much into things, yeah, I don't think so. So anyway, yeah, squatters are not squatters, they're victims. And yeah, they've just, well, I'm sorry, I always get off track. My point is I did it by the rules. I did it the right way. I worked hard. I say I did it fair. I even got up to the point where I had rental properties too. And, all of a sudden, all at once, well, they started to be sabotaged. Things started to be destroyed. a good way to make a blow. The whole game, name of the game that they do is take out your resources, your income, your assets, and that's how they take civilians down. A good one for that is, with commercial properties, whatever, they take your central AC unit, and they try to give you a story like it was taken for precious metals or whatever that may be inside there. But bottom line is, when you have to replace the unit, it's several $1,000s, and well, that's one big chunk they've taken from you right there. And then all has to be done is to pay somebody with that horrible enslavement tool. What I'm sorry, I think I called it money, and promise them that they're officially above the law, and no matter if they're caught, they won't be kept in trouble or whatever. I think that's the way I recall them. I can't really remember. It might have gone something like that. God. Anyway, so that's all I'm saying. And then, of course, just because you catch your own mortgage company in a scam, and when investigating it, uncover much more than that, stuff that you really didn't even want to know, and because of that you're punished for it. Literally your whole life is taken from you. So yeah, that just doesn't seem all that cool, So I don't call squatters, I call them victims. But yes, they're going to want to stay or have a place to stay as long as possible. They're not going to go in without somebody knowing. Stay a little bit and then burn the place, every place, and then leave. Now, how does this sound? Possibly that particular group that keeps coming back up, and according to certain agendas that, let's see, just so happens the wildfires might fall in line with, wanting everybody out of their homes might fall in line with, wanting everybody out of their cars might fall in line with, agendas. Let me see here. I think the numbers, agendas, I think it was either 21 or 20, 30, 21 or 20, 30, something like that. Maybe, I don't know, it might be good to look at both of them to just make sure, it might be one or the other or both. I'm not sure. I can't really recall too clearly right now, just to be safe. Agenda, something like an agenda, 21 or 20, 30, something like that. I can't really remember. So just keep that in mind. And let me give an well, right after that I heard about these belongings that so conveniently flowed out from these people's homes into their front yard, I always said like a bomb went off, because that's what ours looked like when our home was so wrongfully stolen from us. That's what it looked like. A bomb went off, and that everything landed right so conveniently in the front yard. Well, if you want signals, or you want a nice convenient threat with a signature mixed in with all of this, try this one on. They actually had footage. Now, I'm not implying anything here, but they tried, or they attempted to keep telling everyone, to discourage them from returning to their homes. As I knew what happened, I knew this was going to take place. discouraging them from returning to their homes, because if they do, you don't want to live in something that's bacteria infested, or because if you're still under 3 feet of water, you could be, as multiple power lines are down, electrocuted in your own home. Do you see the mentality here? And in a last, ever so convenient signature move, as they say, well, I can't tell you really what this does mean, but they showed a nice big video clip of a supposed, which was probably brought in just for, you know, media purposes. They showed a very nice big an alligator being taken out of one of the homes, because apparently found its way in. That's how the video clip, so conveniently closed. You're going to have to look that one up. But if you can see the consistent discouraging from returning to your home. Why? Because if they can't flood you out of it or burn you out of it and it's still standing and you're still there, which I would highly recommend going back to anyway, well, you know, why not trying to use their good old nice classical tool of fear to do so? And that last move with the crocodile, you'll have to look that up as far as its signature meaning. I'll be back in part 7.